Hi Capricorn, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for March 2015. Capricornians, it's quite a phenomenal month. We have Uranus squaring Pluto, which is finally culminating on 16th of March. Now this aspect has been happening for the last approximately 3 years. And it has, now Pluto is a planet of ultimate truth. Unlike Saturn, which is a teacher planet, and Saturn keeps you going back to the blackboard till the time you don't have the answers right, Pluto goes deep under to the, digs to the roots and brings out the truth, however ugly that it may be. And it brings it up to you and shows you things exactly how they are. And this aspect, since it has been happening for you for the last 2.5, 3 years, you would be seeing things, relationships, people in a very different way, and you would be for once be recognizing the truth for what it is. So a lot of you will be moving away consciously from superficial relationships. A lot of you will be deepening your relationships more, where the bonds are people who are more genuine and sincere, and you will be they will be a lesser of a sort of a sense of what it is that I get from this relationship, which could have been a pattern for some of you earlier on. But now with the Pluto and the Uranus square, which has been there, and Pluto is there in your own sign, it's there in your first house. So it's been a complete couple of years of transformation, empowerment, trying to understand yourself, what it is that you want in life, what are your wishes, your desires, where it is that you see yourself down in life. And it could have also told you some harsh truths about yourself. Maybe you see yourself as this really nice and sweet and benign person, but in reality you could be this person who's really extremely manipulative and who just uses people till the time that his or her agenda is fulfilled. So it could be that during this, and this is just an example, so during this entire 3 years, Pluto would have brought out a lot of situations which would have made you see yourself as exactly how you are and how it is that people are viewing you. So if a lot of you have kept that garb over of being this I'm this peace-loving, really nice, and I mean no harm. Yet on the backside of it, you are just ensuring that everything should meet your agenda, and the rest of us you really don't care. Things would have been brought to surface, and people will be seeing you exactly for who you are and what it is. So it would be quite a revelation of sort. And of course, on the other side, for some of you who would be finally be breaking free and finding a voice for yourself, wherein that you have all along not wanting to confront, maybe for societal pressures or whatever reason, maintained a certain relationship or a place and saying, that I don't want to go through it again, and what is it that people will say, or too much of a drudge. You will have that courage, you will have that wisdom, that foresight to understand where exactly and how exactly truly things stand, and what is it more that you can do. And this is also a time with Pluto, because it's there in your own sign. You could be coming across as more assertive or quite intimidating, and people could feel quite threatened by you and feel that too much of aggression coming their way. And during this phase, you're also going to be very intensely protective about your privacy. You won't want to talk about your personal life. You just want to keep it at the background, not have people discuss it. You would not be comfortable talking about it. So there's just this entire area of too much of privacy around it. And I think that there is also that some of you could have been struggling with issues which have to do with being accepted or being minimized. And I think that the need to be accepted, whether it's in a relationship or it's in a work scenario, has been there for this entire 3 years. So there's just been too much of a fight of trying to be accepted, trying to be at par of what it is that is expected out of you. And The good thing about Pluto is that it when it brings about changes, it really brings about changes for a long time, and it's a very slow-moving planet, and it has a fearsome reputation. So it's there with you till 23. So all the transformation, it's literally an overhauling of the self that's happening for you, Capricornians. Literally, it's just shaking everything out, making you look at things differently, showing maybe the same people in a different light of how you never expected them to be, situations, circumstances, even you yourself, of things that you didn't think that you're capable of. Maybe you're far more resilient, maybe you are not, maybe you may feel, that I need to be being in a certain way, I need to be compromising. So there could be a lot of truth that could be revealed to you in the last 3 years, and this effect will be felt entire 2015, because post the culmination, it's not as if you wake up one fine day and you say, oh, the transit is over. It'll gradually it'll taper off. So speaks about harmonizing with people, it speaks about your home space, it speaks about, and it really deals about your house of Cancer, that has to do with your mother. So maybe a lot of you could be thinking about your mother a lot, or maybe the effect that she had, or maybe how courageous she is or was, or the inspiration that you draw from how she is. And it's really a time where Capricornians, this is a year of really facing your fears and dissolving them. There's enough of them being there out whether in the closet or around you, but it's really a time that you really looked at them in the eye and you just dissolved them. So its entire month is all about personal identity. There could be some family issues that are there, and it's could be family issues, could be reason that you're holding you back and not letting you move ahead. Now Venus hits Uranus again on the first week, and then it squares up to Pluto, and that's the time again when Mars also comes in, hits Uranus, and goes and squares up with Pluto, and that is there. So you could feel quite pressurized to take a certain decision, and you will just feel this urgency to do something, to act it out. Mars is just going to push you, and you will just feel that you have to do something about a certain thing, that it has just been there for the longest of time and you've not done anything about it. So there could be this entire pressure to take a decision to move ahead. And Pisces is going to be hitting Chiron, that is the healer, and in Greek mythology he was a centaur, who ironically could not heal himself, but he's really a planet of the wounded. And when Pisces goes and hits Chiron, it's really activating a part of your chart again, which speaks about healing yourself, issues which you have, maybe they've just been there at the back of your mind for the longest of time. Maybe there's an apology that you owe, or maybe it could be vice versa, that an apology is owed to you. But it really speaks about putting certain old relationships which have soured because of maybe you were too stubborn to acknowledge, or there was too much of an ego at that point of time, and it's maybe just an apology that is required from your side. And in certain cases it could also be from the other side, that you're waiting for an apology, and it's just that is what is required to heal. So Chiron in any case is going to come and it's going to heal, and it's, I think, really forgiving yourself, and it's really taking care of yourself and being gentle on yourself. And it's really a time where also you're going to be quite focused on love and creativity and children. A lot of focus and a lot of happiness and comfort will be derived from children, and you are going to be instinctively you're going to know how to please yourself. So I think some amount of self-indulgence, pampering is their order of the day, and a lot of healing, I think, also from friends. You need to be surrounding yourself with your friends, Capricornians. Try not to sort of be this lonesome thing and push people away. It's really a time where you need that warmth, that reassurance, that solidarity which only friendships can give. And we have, towards the end of the month, is the new moon solar eclipse, which is again highlighting your part of your chart that has to do with your roots. It has to do with home. It's a house of Cancer. That means your mother. And then, again, it's really a place where all the healing lies for you. I think a lot of thoughts are going to be there around how things were there in the past and being inspired from them, and for some, in some cases, letting go of those things, with gratitude and compassion, and being, I think, gentle on yourself, and knowing that you did what you did to the best of your ability, and it's really time to undo the conditioning and move much more ahead in life. So have a lovely March, Capricornians. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. I'll see you soon, and thank you so much for watching.